I really believe that the item that's missing, as much as people joke about it, is God. That's what they're missing. It's like they're trying to get every other piece, but when you slice life into 8 slices, you got finances, you got family, you got health, you got all these things, but God is one of those pieces, or spiritual is a part of one of those pieces. And when you take that out, you really don't end up with the life you're supposed to have. So no matter how cool you think you are or how tough you think you are, even gangsters pray. You know what I'm saying? So I think what we're looking at is one of the first generations that don't have that piece that seems so small, but pause is just like if you got a bike with no brakes, or you playing football with no helmet, you missing that one piece that is not there. And in all of these conversations we're having, that's going to be the piece that's missing all the way through. It's crazy, but that's why when I walked in here, I just felt like it's crazy, because I was just thinking like, it's crazy that that's not acknowledged. Like, but we sit there and say he's about to lose 45 million because he didn't have that piece. You know, it's crazy.
Absolutely. I definitely believe in God, and I definitely pray all the time. Maybe not to the level of what Mase is, but I absolutely agree with that. And I'm very superstitious as well. So I'm super superstitious.
Yeah, like a nigga says it's gut instinct, but that's what I'm talking about. Like our generation had that. Like that's what I'm trying to say. It's not that anybody gotta be over spiritual. I'm saying this is that generation that doesn't have even that. Like what Killer said, I believe in God. We're looking at the generation that don't have that.
That's very true.
See, the thing, and not to cut you off, but see, the thing is this. It's like this for me, my opinion, yo. It's like these kids have mothers and fathers who are well off, and everybody's not coming from the struggle.
Yeah,
I'm so big on praying because I didn't think I was going to live to be 16 years old. I remember I was 15 years old, and I'm like, damn, lynch mob around here, 40 wolves up the block.
Yeah, you made it to 18. You did it.
Yeah, like in the 90s, I'm like, damn, I'm probably going to die. This is real, no kizzy. I'm like, yo, I ain't going to make it to 16. These niggas killing these niggas every day. I got a bad attitude. I'm not having it. I'm going to end up getting killed. So I always prayed. But at the same time, these kids is not going through what niggas had to go through when we grew up. They got parents who's maybe not be the richest, but they're situated, you know. They got good jobs. They not here living check to check like certain people. Not saying that all families are like that, but we just was talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. He could go back to school when Maurice Clarett was up here because he's not struggling for $1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
he had to go after 1 year.
Yeah, you know, so at the end of the day, my thing is this. It's no guidance, but it's back to the Gary Coleman syndrome as well. Even if your parents are well off, they're not always going to listen to their parents because they may feel they're making more than their parents. So when you're sitting there for guidance, like me personally, it's only a few niggas that could tell me anything growing up. Maybe about 4 or 5 niggas. And they may not even been coaches, because some coaches was cool, but they didn't have no money. Or some coaches maybe know how to coach, but they'll tell us they were sniffing kilos last year or 2 years ago or whatever. Sometimes, even though they were drug dealers that I looked up to, they had a bigger plan and didn't want to necessarily be drug dealers and take their money and do good shit with it. As far as guidance, who are these niggas looking up to? Sometimes you got to be your own guidance and say, look, this ain't right. Or my biggest thing as far as guidance growing up and even today, looking at other people's mistakes. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, he did that. I'm not, I can't fuck with that. Oh, I ain't going to do that. Sometimes you can't blame it on, I didn't have a father figure or nobody was there for me. You got to look there and say to yourself, yo, I don't want to go broke like, and I'm no disrespecting her, and this is just documentaries, lose my money like Latrell Sprewell, lose my money like Antoine Walker, lose my money like MC Hammer. Yeah. And I'm not saying these people that have money today, I'm just stories of people who had tens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, and don't have that anymore. You know, a lot of times Niggas be like, yo, can I hold son? Can I borrow this? Can I hold this? And I be like, yo, you had 50 million at one point. I don't. I have a problem lending you anything.
Yeah.
If you have 50 million, yo, you just can't budget your money, because or 100 million, and you want to borrow something. I can't be lending you bread, and you fumbled $100 million. What I do want to do is give a big shout out to those niggas in Seattle, though, because those are the best. They have a system. A system, a clergy system is the word I was going to use, of how the next NBA player looks out for the next up-and-coming NBA player, and they keep that going and going. And Jamal Crawford talked about it when he was on the show here. If you didn't hear Jamal Crawford talk about it, it was dope, because I already knew about it through Jingles and through Mase, on how Doug Christie will look out for Jamal Crawford when he gets to the NBA. When Jamal Crawford gets to the NBA, he'll look out for Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy gets to the, and I may be wrong in the order, but Brandon Roy looks out. Jason Terry. And then he looks out for Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson looks out for Murray. And the list goes on and on. So those are the best role models and guidance you can listen to. And the reason why that works is because you're looking at somebody that wants to be in the same field that you're in. So they're going to listen to you to see what they can do to be in the NBA as well. And I think that's a great system. A lot of teams, cities, and anybody who has inner city talent or not inner city talent around the country should look at this system, because it may not just have to be for sports. It could be about life.